Once, in a bustling town, there lived a wealthy man named Mr. Titus. Titus was the richest man that ever lived in the kingdom of Ogodu. He is into real estate business and owns a big company that refines gold. Despite being rich, Mr. Titus remained single and was never wanted to marry. "I can't afford to share my wealth with thieves that would call themselves wife," he said. So therefore Mr. Titus has no child to inherit his properties when he dies. He was known not for his fortune but for his stinginess. His mansion was grand, filled with treasures and luxuries most could only dream of, both to the outside world. Despite all his riches, Titus presents himself as miserly and cold-hearted. He wore the same threadbare coat every day, stale bread and water for meals, and avoided spending a single extra coin on anything unnecessary except for his business alone. Mr. Titus had more money than he could spend in a lifetime. He refused to help anyone in need. He looks frown and unhappy all the time, even to his staffs working under him. Most times the people around him always think he is a ritualist, that is why he doesn't want to share. But no, he is not. He works hard to earn more money, but not ready to spend at all. Neighbors who fell on hard times, beggars who passed by, and even his distant relatives who sought his help were turned away with nothing but insult and hatred. "Why should I give away what I work so hard for?" Mr. Titus would grumble. "Let them fend for themselves." Years passed, and Titus' greed only grew stronger. He hoarded every coin, hid away jewels, and kept bags of gold locked behind iron doors. He trusted no one, and the only company he kept was his own reflection in the mirror as he gloated over his wealth. The townspeople despised him, not just for his stinginess, but for his cold and unhappy lifestyle. One winter, a harsh illness swept through the town. Titus fell ill, too stubborn and proud to seek a doctor. "Doctors are expensive thieves," he muttered, refusing to pay for medicine. Days passed, and his condition worsened, but still, he clung to his wealth. He lay alone in his mansion, surrounded by riches he could not enjoy, growing weaker and weaker. Finally, one icy morning, Mr. Titus passed away. His death brought no mourning to the town. Instead, word quickly spread that the rich, stingy man had died, leaving behind his vast fortune with no heir. The townspeople gathered in front of the mansion. They had always wondered what treasures lay inside the walls that Titus guarded so jealously. With no family to claim his belongings, the town elders declared that his possessions would be divided among those in need. The large iron gates were forced open, and for the first time, the mansion's doors creaked wide to reveal the secrets within. The townspeople were astonished at what they found. Room after room was filled with glittering treasures, chests overflowing with gold coins, priceless antiques, fine silk clothes, and crates of food and wine that had been left untouched for years. Everything Titus had hoarded was now theirs to take. The poorest families, who had often gone hungry while Titus dined alone, now feasted on the finest food. Children, who had only ever seen such luxuries in their dreams, played with golden trinkets and wore clothes made of soft velvet. The town used some of the wealth to build a new school, repair homes, and provide for those who had been struggling for years. The management of his company and properties claimed ownership as well. Titus' mansion, once a symbol of greed and loneliness, was transformed into a community center where people could gather, share, and celebrate together. His fortune, which had brought him no joy in life, now brought happiness and relief to those who needed it most. In the end, the stingy rich man lost everything he had gathered so fiercely, and the townspeople, who had once resented him, prospered. Titus was remembered, not as a generous man who gave willingly, but as a miser who, in death, unknowingly gave back to the community he had shunned. His story became a lesson passed down through generations, a reminder that wealth hoarded brings no happiness, and that the value of riches lies not in their possession but in how they are used to better the lives of others. Please do well to like and subscribe to this channel for more contents like this. Thanks for watching.